Dwellers in Darkness, Chapter 5. Toa Norik moved carefully through a narrow passage below the Coliseum of Metru Nui. Behind him, the other Toa Hagah walked single file, eyes and ears alert for any threat. All of them knew they were in uncharted territory, going somewhere no Toa, Matoran, Turaga, or other intelligent native of this universe had ever gone before. Well, that was not completely true. If what the Order of Matanui suspected was true, Makuta Pterodax had travelled this route not long ago. Of course, that information came from an evil Paraka, Zaktan, who was now travelling along with the Toa Hagah. His recent mutation into a sea creature meant Zaktan had to be carried by Kulis in a water-filled globe. "This reminds me of the archives," Toa Iruni whispered. After a pause, he added, "I pretty much hated that place too." "You have to admit though, Pterodax fits right in here," said Pouks. "Dark, dank, the kind of place only a stone rat could love." "We're not looking for a new home," snapped Norik. "Focus on the job."
"That's right, fight among yourselves,"
hissed Zaktan.
"You Toa are all alike, all mewling idiots."
"Well, not all alike," Kulis chuckled. "I for one am much clumsier than the average Toa. In fact, I feel your globe slipping from my fingers even as we speak. Certainly hope I don't drop it." Zaktan cursed. Kulis responded by dropping the globe for an instant, then catching it again. "Whoops, there I go again," said the Toa. Up ahead, Norik had come to a stop. Using a small portion of his flame power, he was illuminating one of the walls of the tunnel. On it was a series of inscriptions, apparently very ancient in origin. "Is that Matoran?" "Doesn't look like it," said Norik. "I don't recognize the language." "Let me see," said Bamonga. Being something of a master of the underground, Bamonga had seen more than his share of old inscriptions. "It's not Matoran, I don't think. Maybe some kind of root language? I can make out a little of it. Not much. I think it's some kind of record?" "A record of what?" asked Aaki. Bamonga stared at the writing for a while before answering, "I can't tell. All I can make out is a name. Not sure if it's a person or a place. Bara Magna?" No one said anything as they searched their memories for that name. After a few moments, all realized they had never heard it before. If it was somewhere in the universe they knew, then it must have been in an unexplored region. "Does it say anything about how to stuff a Makuta into his armor and then flush it away?" asked Iruni. "I wish," muttered Bamonga. "Alright, let's keep going," said Norik. "Zaktan, how much further do you think it is?"
"I don't know,"
snapped the Paraka.
"I haven't been here either. I just know that the inscriptions I read hinted that this was where the Makuta had to come. I'm not sure he even knew for sure it was down here, or that here actually existed. I think he was guessing."
"Nothing worse than a Makuta who's a good guesser," mumbled Iruni. "I expected this trip to be more dangerous," said Pouks. "From the way Gaagi was talking when we left, about it being a place of death and all that, I expected loads of traps and nasty rahi. So far, this is a stroll through Metru Nui." The tunnel was suddenly filled with a low hum, which grew louder by the moment. Too late, Iruni cried out, "Out! Everybody out!" The next instant he was slammed against the wall, followed by the other Toa Hagah. It was only by sheer luck that Kulis was able to twist his body so that Zaktan's globe did not get smashed to pieces by the impact. Now, all 6 Toa Hagah were trapped, pinned to the wall by a powerful magnetic force. Norik immediately called on his power of fire, but the tunnel was fireproof. Each of the others tried their powers in turn, only to find that the wall was somehow impervious to their elemental energies. "Makuta?" asked Iruni. "I don't think so," Norik answered. "He's not this subtle. I think this is one of those traps Pouks was so relieved we missed out on." "Well, it could be worse," said Kulis. Given time, I'm sure we can figure a way to get it free." "Why do I think time is the last thing we'll be given?" said Bamonga. "Do you smell that?" They all did. It was a hot, metallic scent that wafted from the tunnel up ahead. They all knew what it was, but Norik was the first to speak it aloud. "It's molten protodermis," he said quietly. "And it's headed this way."